Hey everyone, it's Molly. So today's going to be my first video on advice that I was asked to give. But this can relate to a whole bunch of girls because I've been through this problem before. But I was just given a question by a subscriber of mine, and they are having issues with girls talking bad about them behind their backs and just being hateful to them, and obviously some typical drama with girls. And I'm just going to give y'all guys kind of like a story about kind of something that's happened to me. I used to be really good friends with about a group of about 20 girls, and we were like the popular group or whatever, and they were really nice girls and everything, and then all of a sudden it just like we got to high school, we grew apart because they were all dancers and cheerleaders, and I was in theater, and we just didn't have the same interests, and I felt like very like left out because then I really didn't have any friends because those were all my friends and they were always spending their time together and I was kind of over by myself. I stopped getting invited to birthday parties, get-togethers, after school, anything. I stopped being invited. I was talked bad about because I was different than them. I have a different style than most of the girls. I'm a little bit more edgy and they're a little bit more preppy, which is completely fine. But most of them are really sweet, but some of them were just kind of hateful towards me. And it just became really just difficult for me to bear while I was at school. I was just like, why do I want to surround myself with people who are hateful and are going to talk bad about me and are going to push me away? So my advice to anyone who's having an issue like this is if have a group of friends that have always been really close to you and then all of a sudden, it's just like they've started talking bad about you, they gang up against you, push you away, rude, hateful, call you names, forget about them. Honestly, the best policy is just don't fight back, don't try to be like, let me tell you this and blah, 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 let me get in your face and everything, because all that's going to do is give them exactly what they want. And I know that people are like, oh, I've heard that before or whatever, but that's what they want. They want you to get offended. They want you to get upset. They want you to fight back so that they can keep it going. Because girls like that always love drama, and they always want something to feed on for that. So it's just something more drama so that they can go up to the other girls and be like, oh my gosh, guess what she just said? Oh my gosh, haha, what a bee, da 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 da. And so my advice is if you know that they're talking about you, if you know they're being hateful to you, if you're going to say anything to them, you go right up to them and you say, I know you've been saying things about me. I know you've been hateful towards me, and I believe that, being in your life is not benefiting me, so I'm just going to back off. And, I mean, they might be like, oh my gosh, what a loser, blah, 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 but what can they say? She told us she doesn't want to be our friend anymore. Yeah, really? It's like, no. You don't want to be their friends. Like, why would you want to be friends with people who are going to put you down? You need to go off and find new friends, and that's what I had to do. For about a couple months, it was really hard because I felt kind of like, oh my gosh, I'm alone, blah, blah, blah. But now I have like 3 just best friends I spend all my time with, and they actually like me for me. They care about me. We're into the same things, and it's a lot more rewarding at the end of the day when you finally find someone that you actually enjoy being with and not feel like you have to like live up to expectations, or like that there's something and that they're thinking about you in your mind, and that, oh my gosh, I know once I leave they're gonna talk bad about me. You shouldn't have to live life like that. Like, oh no, once I leave they're just gonna be like, oh, oh my goodness, like so